Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to Season 4 of Supernatural. We've watched the first half of the season now, so we're on to the second half, where I hope things start ramping up with the Lilith storyline, because it's been in a couple of episodes, but I want to see more seals get broken, or maybe not, whatever. They can try and stop them getting broken, and I just want to see it ramp up towards what's going to be, I think, a really exciting finale. I'm really intrigued to see how this season ends, because it's going to end, I feel like, with Lucifer either getting out of hell, or wherever he's trapped, or not getting out. That seems to be where it's going, but we'll have to wait and see how this transpires. So I just spent a whole minute talking about how the last episode was Heaven and Hell, which it wasn't. It was Family Remains, and that's why I apologise to myself, editing Scott. I'm sorry, because that was stupid of me to do. But yeah, last episode was Family Remains. Mostly a Monster of the Week episode revolving around a family moved into a new home that appeared to be haunted. Now, similar to the Benders, we discovered at the end of the episode that nothing supernatural was going on whatsoever. There was a girl and her brother were living under the house and moving through the walls, and they were the ones that were killing people and haunting the place. And it was a really dark story. I felt really bad for them because they didn't deserve anything that they went through. It just that turned out that the father was a nasty piece of work. And then we got another dark twist, I suppose, at the end of the episode when we found out more about Dean's time in hell, that not only did he torture a lot of people for 10 years, as we discovered, he made the deal after 30 years of torture for another 10 years or so, torturing people. We then discovered that he enjoyed doing it. And that really does change things for me in terms of Dean's mindset, his guilt. How do I feel? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm nervous. I don't know if this episode's going to touch on it much. I feel like it will do a supernatural thing, because I'll get to the episode title in a second. But Supernatural tends to do, when it is Monster of the Week episodes, the beginning and the end, like I said last time, touch on the ongoing storyline. There's some emotional talk at the end, and that's it. But the main plot of the storyline is Monster of the Week, which I think this one's going to be, because it's called Criss Angel is a Douchebag. Now, I know Criss Angel is a magician. I've not heard that name for 10 years, maybe. I think I watched one of his TV shows back in the day. Was he one of those magicians that people didn't really like? Like, he was a bit flashy, a bit showboaty, a bit over-the-top TV personality. I don't really remember much about him other than the name being bandied around, but not for very long. Maybe he's bigger in the US, I don't know. But at least in the UK, I've not heard that name for a very long time. So I'm going to guess it's an episode about magicians. Maybe a magician's killed, it appears to be supernatural, but it's not. Or vice versa, they think it's a trick, but it turns out it's a demon. I don't really know. Let's jump into the episode and see what it's all about. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode, and subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 4 Supernatural. And there's a Patreon link down below if you want to watch the full reaction to this episode, as well as the next few in advance. I'm about 6 episodes, I think, ahead on Patreon at the moment. Let's jump into Season 4, Episode 12, Criss Angel is a Douchebag. Hey, that was good. I love magic, just FYI. Even though I know it's all fake. I think good magic, good, like, sleight of hand and stuff is really fascinating to watch.
Wow, you're really good.
Yeah, great. Hey, show us another.
Finish your drink, Vance.
Why being a douche, man?
This is a simple riffle shuffle.
Do a card trick for me.
Ooh, here we go, the Incredible J.
Oh, shush.
All right, young lady, would you please tell me when to stop? Do you see your card?
No, I don't.
No, the cards say no.
Check his pocket.
For God's sake, Vance.
Oh, just check the damn pocket.
I hope this guy gets killed.
If you then would remove
I'm already annoyed.
This your card.
Why are you so mean? Can't you just leave the old guy alone?
Exactly. Oh, I won't go old guy.
The light has to find me. Get it? It has to find me.
What a douchebag.
I'm guessing that's Criss Angel then. I couldn't see what he looks like.
Oh, come on, Jay.
I thought he had long hair for some reason.
Like an 8th Avenue.
I don't know.
Used to be about skill.
Yeah, used to be. Listen, bitter old men talking about the glory days. You know what? This douchebag isn't the joke. We are.
Hey, who are you calling a joke?
He's clearly upset about what that woman said to him. About him.
I'm gonna do the table of death tonight.
No, you're not, Jay. Don't be crazy.
You almost killed yourself the last time you tried it, and that was 30 years ago.
Ah, who cares if it kills me? At least I'll go out with a headline.
I feel bad for this guy. He's clearly someone who was famous. Okay. I hope he doesn't die in that fashion, because that would be a bit grim, really.
Try to be on time.
Fans. Why are they showing us the vans? Oh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad he's dead. Because he was actually a douchebag.
Isn't a trick, okay? I don't do tricks. This is a demonstration.
So this is Chris Angel, right?
Demons and angels.
Has he always been this attractive?
Love and lust.
He's very cute. Oh, shush.
Go back to hell, demon!
So looking at the actual credits at the bottom of the screen, it didn't show Chris Angel, so maybe he's not actually in the episode. I just assumed he would be with the title. But maybe it's just about magicians.
What part of that was not a steaming pile of BS?
Okay, that was crap, but that's not all magicians. It takes skill.
It really does.
Oh, right. I forgot. You were actually into this stuff, weren't you?
Yeah.
You had like a deck of cards and a wand.
Dude, I was 13. It was a phase.
I see.
I'm guessing this didn't belong to Vance.
He hated card tricks.
It's
Never
like,
wanted them
like a
around,
tarot card, isn't it?
let alone in his
Almost.
precious cape.
You gonna tell me how you did it?
Did what?
You know what?
Killed the
Great
guy.
ones never go beware the how.
Yesterday, you were sad, old, and dying. Today, you're one of the great ones? Come on. This is me you're talking to.
So that made the deal, has he?
You didn't think I could do it. I want to do the executioner tonight.
Are you trying to get yourself killed?
It's just a rope slip.
But I feel like someone else is gonna die.
Executioner?
Exactly. Think about it, Charlie, if I can pull this off.
I think you're pushing your luck.
I'm Jeb Dexter. This
Jeb
is
Dexter.
Devil Twist.
Glad to look who plays him.
We're chilling at the International Magicians Convention, which is a dope chance to tip my hat to the wicked cats who came before me.
Well, I heard that you use tarot cards in your act.
My act? That was a long time ago. I haven't touched the deck in years, you know.
I feel like the guy,
You know someone that might use them now?
the one with the mark on his eye here, is the
guy
behind
down on
it, maybe?
Baker Street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that kind of club.
You are really gonna get it tonight, big boy.
There's been a misunderstanding.
There's a many of us that wouldn't pay to watch that.
I've been had.
Oh, you ain't been had until you've been had by the chief.
The whole world's about to be engulfed in hellfire, and you're in Magic Town, USA.
You got something against magic?
That would almost be funny if 34 seals hadn't been broken already. 34!
34.
Sam. That's over halfway.
Yeah.
The angels are losing this war. It's simple. Lucifer rises, the apocalypse starts. You think that you have demons on your hands now? People are gonna die, Sam. Oceans of people. So you just let me know when you're ready.
I think my problem with why I fall on more Sam and Dean's side than Ruby's is because, like, seals are being broken. Yeah, awful. But, like he said, we've got nothing to go on other than going for Lilith, which has never worked so far. Like, how can they stop the seals being broken when they don't know what the seals are? Ruby's not exactly giving them any information about it, because if she knows, she's not giving it to them. And if she doesn't know, then how can they know? Do you know what I mean?
Now, sir, as you can see,
Is he gonna die? Don't kill the sexy one. No. So he's gonna look like he's hung, but Jed, I think his name was, is maybe gonna die instead. Well, that's interesting though, because like the first death, he just died with the same wounds. So I thought that would happen to this guy, like he would be like, but we're actually seeing a rope That's weird. Don't know how I feel about that. Okay. I liked him as well.
You think we will?
What?
Die before we get old?
Haven't we both already?
I'll say that, yeah.
I mean, do you think we'll still be chasing demons when we're 60?
No. I think we'll be dead. For good. But what, you want to end up like Travis? Huh? Or Gordon, maybe?
There's Bobby.
Oh, yeah. There's a poster child for growing old gracefully.
Leave Bobby alone.
Same way it ends bloody or sad. That's just the life.
To be fair, we've not seen any hunters, really, that have grown old and not been either killed or,
If there was a way we could just
you know, like...
put an end to all of it.
Oh, what was that guy who was
Is there something going on you're not telling me?
in that house?
Sammy?
No, look, I'm just saying.
Groucho.
I just wish there was a way we could go after the source. That's all. Cut the head off the snake.
Messing with real magic?
Real magic? Come on, there's no such thing as real magic.
Was that so?
Yeah, believe me, I've been around this stuff my whole life. It's all just, it's illusions, it's tricks.
It's not him.
It's all fake.
Jim Dexter strung up. Was that just an illusion?
Are you telling me that you actually believe those guys? That there was some kind of real magic involved?
No.
No. But that someone's doing like a
I don't know.
murder.
Maybe.
That copies the axe, maybe? That's how I would justify it. If I was
Are you kidding me?
in the know.
You have a sold-out house out there. Sold out. When was the last time that happened?
Okay. We haven't seen anybody die yet. But maybe now we will. Oh. Well. That put a spanner in my plan. My thoughts. Maybe it's the other guy then, the one who stood at the side.
A day ago, if you told me I'd be standing on this stage. No, I can't do it, Vernon.
What are you talking about?
Charlie's gone.
Charlie would have wanted you to go on. This is your shot. It's our shot.
Our shot.
This is what Charlie would have wanted. How in God's name could you kill Charlie?
Oh, you are crazy.
You use me, and you use my act
him?
to do this to him. If you think
I wouldn't be so hard on him, Jay.
No,
He didn't do it.
it's Charlie. No, who are you?
I'll be damned.
What?
Look like anyone we know? Sweet Mary Joseph.
What?
Charlie,
Oh, but he's young.
How old are you?
Oh, it depends on what you mean by old. Right now, technically, about 28. But I've been around a lot longer than that.
Okay.
How long?
Long enough to have shilled for Barnum. And he gave me something.
what's that?
A grimoire. A book of real magic.
So you've been doing it a
At
long
first I
time
thought
then.
it was a scam, but then I tried one of the spells and it worked. In fact, they all worked. You were being humiliated by those punks. A washed-up old man who couldn't even defend himself.
You use me to do these terrible things.
I used them to give you a gift. And you wanted it, Jay. I saw it in your eyes.
But not like this though.
No, I never wanted this.
We can be young again.
The three of us together, vital and alive, forever.
It's a tempting offer though.
fast!
Is there many of us that wouldn't want to be young again?
Bird in this cocoon.
Especially with like the knowledge of your whole life and what's going to happen like to your body, how you can change the events in a certain way.
It's magic. Hey, bullet catch. Been working on that.
Get him!
I want a grimoire.
Let him go!
What's gonna happen? Oh.
Jay.
Took him.
You picked these strangers over me?
Things when you start involving murder, that's a whole other thing. If he'd have come to him with the whole, let's be young again, just naturally, I think he barely would have done it. Most people would.
I killed my best friend yesterday, and you want to thank me?
Yeah.
Where's Vernon?
Oh, he's gone. He said he didn't want to speak to me again after what I did to Charlie.
It's harsh.
Jay, your cards.
Throw him away.
That car bouncing along, what was that? This is Ruby.
What changed your mind?
I don't want to be doing this when I'm an old man.
It's interesting setup for the next episode then, by the looks of it. Okay. Okay guys, that was my reaction to Series 4, Episode 12, Criss Angel is a douchebag. And contrary to the title, which I thought meant that Criss Angel was going to be in the episode, he wasn't. It's just about magicians. Which makes it a weird episode title, but maybe someone who wrote the episode has a vendetta against Criss Angel and just does not like him, so decided to put his name as a douchebag in the title of the episode, even when he wasn't in it. But that was okay. I think, to be upfront about it, it was probably one of my least favourite episodes of the season so far, but that wasn't because it was bad, it was enjoyable. I just felt the main storyline wasn't as gripping as a lot of the episodes this season has been. There've been a lot of dark episodes about, you know, angels and all that stuff's been really interesting, so that was really heightened. And maybe even things like Monster Movie, what I thought was brilliantly executed, Yellow Fever was really funny, and things like that. So this episode, whilst it was enjoyable, at least at the moment, it's going to fall into like my least favourite episodes of the season, just because like the magician storyline, it was interesting that we followed the magicians as we followed these aging magicians as they were trying to deal with the fact that they were no longer popular, and there was like young hot upcomers like the Jeb, was it? Whatever the young guy was called, that one. There's like young, flashy magicians that are now the new popular thing, and they're dealing with no longer being famous. And I've seen that in a few TV shows where there's someone who's famous or popular for one thing, and them trying to deal with not having that popularity anymore. And it's understandable and relatable in a lot of ways for a lot of people, but I just didn't find it that interesting. The deaths were cool, like the death scenes and how they mirrored these magic acts, and how, say, the executioner went right, but someone died in the same way, and that kind of thing. That was interesting and visually pretty cool. But the actual magicians themselves, whilst I felt for the guy, like the main one, I just felt the episode was quite slow. I think that's where I struggled with it. There was points where, if you watch the full reaction on Patreon, you could probably see that I was getting distracted by thinking about other things, because it was pretty obvious to me from the start that one of the guys was behind it. Obviously, I didn't guess that he was a full-blown immortal magician that was doing these spells to, you know, become young again. I didn't think anything like that. But it seemed pretty obvious to me that one of the magicians was behind it, but not the main guy, because that was too easy. I was hoping it was going to turn out to be some funky demon, or when they picked up that poster, I was like, this is like someone we know. My first thought was Trickster, and I don't know why, because it didn't look like a Trickster, but I didn't think it looked like the other guy either, other than the fact that it has a mark on it, I suppose. I'll have to go back and look at that, because I didn't really notice it. But I don't know, I don't want to just sit and shit on the episode, because it was enjoyable. I had a good time, there were some funny moments, but the main magician storyline to me was just kind of not as gripping as I think they wanted it to be. And I felt bad for the main guy, because obviously he ended up having to kill his best friend, but I think that thought is overwhelming his mind to the fact that his best friend was also immortal, has probably done this before, and has murdered people to help him. And whilst that's like, he's my friend, he killed people to help me. That's not cool. Like, I would hope that a lot of people, if they had their best friend was killing people to help them out, wouldn't, like, be okay with that. That would not be pretty cool. Yeah, it was okay. I liked the stuff with Ruby and find out more about what's going on with the Lilith storyline, because that's like the undercurrent of the season. We now know that 37 seals were broken. 34 seals were broken, sorry. Because it was over halfway, so 66, 33. Yeah, so 34 seals have been broken. They're over halfway now. And like, I was a little frustrated at the time, because it's like, going after Lilith, yeah, is sensible, and it's nice to see at the end that's what they're going to try and do. I mean, I don't think they're going to be successful, because we've got another 10 episodes of the season to go. But I understand that mentality. Going after Lilith, cut the head of the snake off, that will kill it. But I was getting a little frustrated that it's like, why aren't you trying to stop these seals? Like, but we don't know. It does worry me, because they've tried to kill Lilith before a couple of times, and it's never gone well. Either, like in Series 3, she outsmarted them. In that one where Sam went to kill that girl, but it wasn't Lilith anymore, but the goons were waiting for her. What episode was that? A couple episodes ago. Obviously, she's always like one step ahead, so I think going straight after Lilith, whilst it makes sense, is easier said than done. So I'll be interested to know, like, what does Ruby know? Because they obviously want to kill Lilith. That's obviously the end goal. Stop Lucifer from getting out, kill Lilith. But if they knew where Lilith was, I think they would go after her. But if Ruby knows, why is she not telling them? I don't know, there's just something about all this that's not adding up to me. And not that I don't understand it, but I just think that maybe there's more that we don't know. It's not going to be straightforward. I like it, but I'm not comfortable. I don't know. This episode as a whole to me was just a little slow, I guess, is the only way I can really describe. After some like big hitting episodes like the 2-part about Anna and ones about Willard about hell, and whilst the last episode was like a Monster of the Week as well, it was really dark and scary and a good twist. This one wasn't particularly dark, wasn't scary, wasn't particularly a comedy episode. It was just kind of that middle ground of just okay. And I don't know what you guys think, but I'm interested to see your reaction to this one, because to me it was just quite clearly not bad, but just a lesser quality than a lot of the season has been. But we'll wait and see what you guys think. But yeah, okay episode, just definitely not one of my favourites of the season. So I apologise if you love this episode. I apologise if you don't like my reaction to this. It was enjoyable. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well. Take care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, please leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode, Season 4, Episode 12. Chris Angel is a douchebag. And subscribe to my Patreon for the full reaction to this episode. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon for episode 13 of Season 4 of Supernatural. Bye, guys. Stay safe.